my soul family, and welcome to your spiritual guidance series for this new week of March 4th through the 10th of 2024. My name is Christy Ramirez. I'm your soul coach, spiritual influencer, and motivational speaker. And we are here on this beautiful Monday morning, having some coffee, enjoying the sweetness of life. And that is definitely our main guidance for this week. Enjoy the little moments. Be present in every single part of your life, because this is what makes up your life story. And you don't want to miss out on these beautiful memories along the journey. It's not just about the destination, but it's about all those little experiences along the journey that really make up our character. It really tells a story that flows nicely, and it helps us to grow wiser as well. So learn to appreciate every experience. Let's start at that. So now for our little coffee talk, let's get a little closer and let's really go deep into what this week's going to bring, what spiritual guidance we can use, but also counseling guidance and advice for us, so that we may always keep a positive mindset even when life gets hard, or you feel like you're struggling, or something feels like a challenge. That's also a part of life, and we need to accept that and make peace with it, because if we expect life to be all the time perfect, then there really is no joy in that, right? Because life is about going through those difficult moments and then making it out alive and then celebrating that. That's what life's about, right? And I know for some people who don't like to work hard, it might not seem like a good way to live life, but trust me that those who work hard for what they did, what they deserved, they really appreciate it when you work hard for whatever it is that you're after in life. So keep that in mind this week, and really be thankful every day for something, because that's going to keep you centered. It's going to keep you grounded in all the blessings that you already have, in the countless ways that you are blessed and gifted. And we can't ask for more, because that would be underappreciating God. So let us just appreciate what we have and then work and make ourselves deserving of more. Alright, my soul family, so I just came up with also a good motto to live by this week. What is, or should I say, how can you perfect your purity this week? And I actually got that from last night's devotional podcast show, which is Devotionals from the Bible and Words of Jesus. And that stood out last night. And I did post that already on my Instagram page at spiritualcounseling.tv, so make sure that you do watch it. Trust me that those little 10 minutes every week is going to really elevate your vibration and is going to really raise your spiritual consciousness. And I think that this is definitely the highlight of this week. Focus on your soul journey, your spiritual consciousness, and elevating your vibration, so that whatever it is that we're working towards may be in alignment with that vibration. We don't want to be attracting anything lower, because that will pull you down, that will put you back, that will regress you. And we want to just associate and be surrounded by energies that are high, that are positive, that are in the light as well, that are with God, because this is how we keep moving forward. So we really need to always, no matter what week, always be conscious, meticulous, and even specific with the people that you surround yourself with. Because, you know, in this modern world, there's just so many people, right? And there's just so many different kind of people and different energies and different belief systems. And, you know, it can be very difficult to also discern, which is the word I was looking for. Discern, you know, where to put your energy, because a lot of the times also people mask their true colors, and so you don't really see them yet unless you have really good spiritual eyes for this. which of course you do develop on your spiritual journey as you continue to grow. But a lot of the times people don't really show their true colors at first sight, right? In the first impression. So you need to give people time. And it's over time that you really get to know people. And I think that this is just an advice for us to keep in mind throughout your journey, because of course we're all going to come across a lot of people. And of course also, you know, the stronger your mission becomes, and even the more recognized the spiritual work that you're doing becomes, you're going to be influxed and welcomed by new people. And then that's when you need to be particular and very discerning. So I think that that's also a perfect guidance, especially, you know, if you work with a lot of people and maybe you're like in business, and of course, you know, people always want something from you. Be careful and just, you know, keep boundaries up, but still keep your heart open, of course, to good opportunity. Alright, so you know that I also think that this week is also going to be a lot about still self-care and self-love. And I know that this has just been an ongoing theme throughout this year and last year, but that's always a theme, right? We always need to dedicate and prioritize our well-being, because no matter also what phase of life you're at or how many other responsibilities, because it's taking care of our temple and our inner self that will determine how well we do in all other areas of our life, including being a good person, being a good wife or husband, being a good mother or daughter, being a sister or a sibling, and then of course other roles that could be like a CEO, a leader, a business partner, a friend, whatever it is, right? And so take care of yourself. Separate some time from your day, even if it's just like an hour block. I wouldn't say 5 minutes or like 10 minutes, because that's just too little. That's just more for like taking a breather and doing some meditation maybe. But for real, for you to really come back in alignment and always be in spiritual alignment, you need to take an hour or more a day, which seems like a lot out of your day for a lot of you who are busy people. I know people who just have their schedule packed and they just don't have even any time for themselves. Not even to sit with themselves and journal or reflect on their personal life. It's all business, it's all work, or it's all for others. And that's just not what God is recommending, because that's a little bit of a martyr syndrome, and that will definitely burn you out. And not only will it burn you out, but it can get you sick. It can get you off spiritual alignment, and it can just make you feel off. And we never want to feel that way, because that's not high vibrational. So that's step number 1 this week. If you really want to work on raising your vibration, focus on your self-care, an hour or more a day. And it really is like an hour or more. I would say 3 hours, because let's say you exercise for an hour, which you should be moving your body for an hour, even if it's just taking a walk, because you need to move that energy, those chakras. You need to move also your physical blood flow, and you need to also just breathe, and that happens with movement. And then second, your other part of your self-care would be, of course, your daily hygiene and just taking care of your needs. That's self-care. Another hour would be for journaling, maybe cooking healthy meals, and then maybe in there in between, you know, doing something that you love, whether that's read a good book or write or whatever it is, right? And the reason why I say journal as a part of a must of your self-care is because journaling is not only a hobby. Journaling for me has become a priority, but also like a must in my life. I have certain musts, and then I have certain like hobbies, right, that you can do like in your free time, but it's not necessary. But journaling for me is a must. Not only does that include my planner, which I need for every day planning, you know, my business activities and my personal life, but then I also have a gratitude journal, which I always promote here. I'm always talking about how good it is to have a gratitude journal, and just 3 things that you're grateful each day can make a world of a difference. And if you don't have time every day to sit down with yourself and write, these 3 things, always mentally remind yourself of what you're grateful for. You can always open up your gratitude journal and just look over previous ones and then kind of keep that in your mind. That's sometimes what I do when I don't have time to actually sit down cozy, because also when I do my gratitude journaling, I make it like a whole experience. I don't just do it like in a rush. I like to sit in my cozy bedroom lounge with my little cozy blanket. I like to have a nice either cup of coffee or tea, because usually it's later at night, so I'll have something decaf and something to keep me warm. And then just allow me for at least 30 minutes, because 10 minutes would just be silly. I like to be there for 30 minutes. And I also do other kind of journaling. So I do this like twice a week. And then I just kind of catch up on the week's gratitude journal, because again, I don't have time every day as well, so that's okay. But as long as you do this a couple times of the week, that's good enough. And I really allow myself to just reflect on the week and all the blessings that I've been given by God and the good experiences that I have to be grateful for. And then that's when I write it so that I don't forget. And then in difficult moments when you forget and you're having a difficult time, you can look back to that, and that just, it lifts up your spirit. It just fills you up with positive emotion, and you're just like, what am I mad about? What am I crying about? What am I sad about? What am I complaining about? Because you see all these things that you've written that you're grateful for, and it's just like you have no excuse to whatever emotion you're feeling. I'm not saying to block out your emotions or to bury them inside, because that's also not healthy. That's what, you know, seeking therapy is for, seeking soul coaching with me is for, because sometimes definitely talking it out helps, and of course coming up with a solution as to why you're feeling that way. But a lot of the times, trust me, that I want to say 80% of the time that we're feeling a certain emotion is not something tangible, physical, or logical even. A lot of the times it's just like either hormonal, or just moodiness, or you're just having a difficult day, or you're tired. And then just looking back on that, it's almost like it can give you a superpower. It's like, you know what, you kind of fuel your spirit up, and you have this just natural motivation and just positive vibration that you don't need to seek other methods to kind of get you in a good mood in a way, right? So like a lot of the people would turn to drugs or alcohol to kind of soothe those emotions, or other unhealthy behaviors, which is a lot of things that I've seen in therapy. And that's all because they don't know how to deal with their emotions. They don't know how to cope. And if it's something serious, again, that's where therapy comes in. But trust me that a lot of these times it's not serious, and especially if you're a little younger or immature still on your spiritual journey, because there's a difference between maturity as just like being a mature person, and then being spiritually mature. That's just like a whole nother level of maturity, and it doesn't have to do anything with age. And that's the only way, and the only people that I see can deal with their emotions efficiently and in a profound spiritual manner, that they don't have to seek other methods to take out those emotions that don't feel good. And so I think that that's a powerful lesson for us this week for sure, especially if you resonated with anything that I just said. Please seek out and reach help, and definitely, reach out to me, and I can definitely be your coach. I can mentor you through your journey. I can help you because I've been there. I am already well into my journey. I've had 10 years plus in the psychology field experience, and I've had a ton of clients over the years. So don't hesitate. And I know that taking that first step can be difficult. Also, I've been there. Even if it's just going to a close friend, or I would recommend a close family member, someone that's always been there for you, because you want to reach out also to someone, which is a good advice right now. You want to reach out to someone who's already proven to be there for you. And usually for me, that's just like 1 or 2 people in your life. Usually those are your parents. Those are the only people that are really trustworthy if you have a healthy relationship with your parents. Because usually friends come and go, right? Even other family members you're not really that close to. And of course siblings are also your go-to, of course. So usually that's, the importance of family. family is very important in your spiritual journey because, you know, other people have their own family and friends come and go, like I say. So, and even lovers, if you're not in a serious husband-wife relationship, then that's not also really that reliable because it can dissipate just like that, right? Alright, my soul family, so I think that that's enough for today's coffee talk, and I do want to invite you to follow my social media at Christy_Ramirez_soul coaching, because not only do I always post daily inspirational quotes or like inspirational motivation, but sometimes I also do live streams, and I will be resuming my live streams this new year. And I'm excited at least once a week because I love doing that. I've just been setting up the room where I will be doing those live streams, because I'm not going to be doing it in this room. I'm actually going to be doing it in my outside little garden bar. So amazing. It's going to be like a little jazz lounge on the weekends, and I am excited. So stay tuned for that. And that's where we talk deeper into the spiritual journey. Sometimes we do a little reading, but usually it's just like topics that are really just spiritual and deep, esoteric into the wisdom. And so now I'm going to get started with our daily guidance. It's time, and make sure that you do watch those videos. They're only like 3 to 5 minutes long, and I promise you that if you watch those every morning, you're just going to feel amazing, ready to conquer your day. You're going to feel confident to step out into the world, and you're going to feel happy. That's key to raising your vibration. Being genuinely happy with your life comes down to the little moments, and it's about just being graceful with each little thing that you need to do. And I can't emphasize that enough, because sometimes we try to rush, or we try to just get things done, and we miss out on that life, that flow, and those little things that might be so simple but just so amazing. Especially if you do things similar every day. Like, of course, every day you get a cup of coffee, right? Make that a little thing. Make that like a little, like a ritual, and like a whole experience that is just amazing. Like, I've actually redone and reorganized my kitchen, my pantry, and it's always clean, and just every time I step into my kitchen, it's like a little coffee shop I'm entering, and it's just a whole experience. And I love to keep it that way. Again, maintenance is so important in your life, in your home. Make sure that everything is clean, so that the energy is cleansed on a weekly basis. And that's what I do usually Sundays and Mondays. So today we're here on a Monday. I just have a couple cleaning left to do, and I'm done for the week. The majority of my reset was done on Sunday already, and that made a whole difference of just like resetting my energy. I got a great night's rest last night, and now I'm just here ready for all of you, and ready to give you all these messages. So let's get started, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.